Estás viendo Canal América, televisión dominicana para el mundo.
Time for Truth Show is sponsored by the Office of Dr. Bernard Fialkoff, a periodontal, dental implant and laser specialist in New York City, for over 40 years. Dr. Fialkoff was honored by the International College of Dentists and Pierre Fauchard, and received the Presidential Lifetime Humanitarian Honor from the White House. Call us at 718-229-3838.
Sometimes life can be so damn hard, you don't know where to go. Everything keeps falling apart, yeah. You try to do your best, but only God knows that you've given everything you've got, but the world takes you down. You just keep moving on. Let your fears.
Good evening. Welcome back to a Time for Truth show. I'm your host, Dr. Bernard Fialkoff. It's a pleasure to be with you again tonight and partake and present to you a special guest that we actually were very lucky to have with us on the previous episode, and we always want to try to get her here because she has so much to offer. Queen Mother Blakely, the community mayor of Harlem, a person who is a Goodwill ambassador at the United Nations and who works ceaselessly and relentlessly every day of her life helping humanity. She's been a nun, she's been an ambassador, she's been a human rights advocate. There you see a picture of her a long time ago. Here you see her at the UN. And, you know, she wears so many different hats, so many different positions that she's held. There you see her again. And she's prolific, so respected by so many of her colleagues, so many athletes, so many political figures, so many religious figures, so many human rights advocates. There you see her with President Obama. And, you know, she's someone that there's not enough time to describe, to review the amount of accomplishment that she has attained. She's also a singer. And if we're lucky, maybe today we may even get her to sing a little bit. And if we can, let's bring her up live, please, Buddha. And bid a warm Time for Truth welcome to Queen Mother Blakely. Welcome to the show.
Blessings upon you.
Oh.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's our pleasure.
Thank you.
And you know, before we get to the show, I want to do something at the beginning of the show. There's a very special award from the two groups that I represent, one being the Foundation for a Drug-Free World, the Americas chapter. And the other one is the Time for Truth Foundation. Both of them really are based on goodwill and future prosperity, security. And this is an award for her participation at our UN conferences. And this one I will read to you. Humanitarian Award, presented to Queen Mother Blakely. This recognition is granted for your dedication to your fellow man. Your decisive actions have helped mankind reach a higher level. United Nations Headquarters, New York City, Humanitarian Award. And let's get this up on the screen. Absolutely. So well deserved. She's done so much, so many things. Enjoy your word, Queen Mother.
Thank you. There is no words to express the award, and it's an award for all of us that Queen Mother receive it. And we just want to stay on this sacred path of life and continue to serve others as we serve ourselves. I tell the youth, it's me, myself, and I. Me, myself, and I. That I want to reflect in others what I reflect for myself.
Absolutely. And I wanted to ask you, would you like me to put that away for you?
Thank you.
Sure. Let me put this over here. So I wanted to ask you, because you've come to our drug-free world conferences at the UN, Time for Truth conference at the UN, and this week there was a very special human rights summit that you attended, and I wanted to ask you, tell us a little bit about that and who runs it, why you were there. Please.
It's the Youth Human Rights Summit, and I just call her Sister Mary. And to see her embracing the youth throughout the world, and for them to come in and set amongst themselves to communicate and negotiate life from where they are and what they want in their countries, in their townships, in their cities. As our leaders, that's who they are. We say leaders of the future, but they are the future leaders at this moment in time. And it's important that we engage with them of the sustainable development goals that has dates on them. Beijing plus 30 of the women and the girl child. Quality education is one that the women speak of. They want to go to school and to learn for themselves in that training of their development. They want to, they're yearning to be educated, to learn as much as they can learn, and to see them eager to empower themselves. What an honor to see young people empowering themselves through the United Nations and the teaching and the advice they're getting from people like Mary.
Well, that's what I was going to ask
you.
How is
Summit of Human Rights.
Human Rights, right? How is it, I'm curious, how did you and Mary Shuttleworth originally meet?
In the UN of doing her work. And Queen Mother observed her since I've been in the UN for 56 years going on as a humanitarian. And when anyone come in the UN talking about the youth, Queen Mother get excited. And at the age of 16, I entered a convent underage and to build the New Future Foundation as a youth. So I'm inspired and I want to know more. What are the teaching and the training is being shared by those of us who are engaged with the young people? So I know the work she's done at the United Nations, and the room is packed with young people. And it's a joy to observe and witness what they do with each other. And so it's been a joy of me hanging out, I would say, at the United Nations.
With Mary Shuttleworth.
Yes, with Mary Shuttleworth.
You know, I want to make half jokingly, but very seriously, when the both of you are there, I really don't know how the roof stays on the building. Because the both of you have tremendous respect for it. You're very spiritually strong and have a tremendous amount of intention. To have the two of you in the same UN rooms is amazing. What was this year's summit like? I mean, you've been to so many. So what was it like this year?
This year was very, very special. What the young people are thinking and what they're going through as the world is changing right in front of them. Remember, the world is changing, and they're finding for themselves what they should do and how they should do it in their own society and working together. I see a lot of love of them coming together, bonding with each other from different communities from around the world, making their mark, how they want to run the world and change the world for better. And so this in itself speaks to itself in their negotiation with each other. And so it's been a joy for Queen Mother to see them and hear them.
Right. Well, you know what? It's very interesting also, because actually the three of us share this, but I want to actually ask you from the perspective of you and Mary Shuttleworth, is because the both of you have actually had experience with a very interesting human being who spent his life researching and seeing how to help humanity. This man,
Ron
Hubbard.
Yes.
So, and I know both you and Mary met him at a very early age.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about Mr. Ron Hubbard.
I was coming out of a convent. It would be in the late 60s. And I never thought that I would have met him. And at that time, everyone know that I had left a convent wanted to assist me. That Helping Hand was from Park Avenue, Women of the Junior League Society, to Harlem, eating in restaurants, collard greens, cornbread, fried chicken, fried fish, in the community, of the churches welcoming me in Harlem, Park Avenue with the Junior League women want to assist me and show out with me, of carrying me in the largest society. And lo and behold, I was invited to one of the major hotels in New York for Ron Hubbard, and they were talking about Scientology. What is Scientology? I'm coming out of a convent. What are you talking about? But they wanted Queen Mother to know everything. So being invited to one of their gatherings, and everybody is dressed up for the evening. And so it's Queen Mother coming out like a model. Going to the school of Babazon, dressing up for dinner. And so it was like that touch of the ear of the society through other women who wanted to expose Queen Mother. And so women of different societies, I would say, and having the honor through that type of relationship with women that led me into meeting Ron Hubbard. And when I laid eyes on him, the room swayed and was toward him. It sounded like the room moved in large numbers toward him. And I wanted to know, well, who is this man that had such a grace energy toward others to the point their energy moved toward him? And so that's how I got to know more about Ron Hubbard, and eventually about his work, who he really was and is today. And what was his legacy? What was his interest for the masses of people? And one thing at that time was missing until I met a man by the name of Isaac Hayes, who studied Scientology. And I was at his wedding when he married in Ghana. And he had an education institution in computers. And I went to see what he was doing. And I'm saying, how did this happen in a village? The state of the art of computers of learning for youth in Ghana, West Africa. And so I kept reaching out to find out more about the research and the goals and objectives of the work of Ron Hubbard. So that's how he moved me to watch others who had studied under him and his way and his life, and learning a lot of the concerns I had in life as a nun. He was doing the same as a monk. He wanted to live a monastic life, which he did. And he studied. He was a scientist. I went to MIT. And when you heard of his education, but the education that humbled him as the person of giving to others. So we had a lot in common the more I thought of him. But I didn't understand how would I ever join him, because most of his clientele at the time, or members at the time, was basically white elitist Americans. And so I was like, this is an elitist group from Park Avenue. But where's the masses of the people of the world? And eventually it grew into that, to the point now they have in Harlem the research, the study of the work of Ron Hubbard, which is quite interesting. And so a man that understood humankind, and he wanted to be a part of the study from where he sat in his waking hours of research and isolation as a person. So I have now begun to see his path of growth he set for others as well, of finding who they are. Who are you? How will you use all of your abilities to serve yourself and others? How would you do it? And so it's been a joy watching members of Scientology and those who have studied Scientology to deal with their engagement with self-development and for others. So it's very interesting to have watched that, and knowing the man, or spent time with the man, that he has moved mountains now as an ancestor within our community. What a legacy he has left for others because of his caring.
It's amazing, because you're right. There's a organization in Harlem and a community center that he left there in the Harlem area, right next to the library.
Yes.
And when
the learning curve, he was into learning, and he left for learning. Yes, the learning curve for others.
That's right.
That he left.
Yes.
Yes.
To help people to understand.
Yes.
Become more competent, more able.
Yes.
Move up in life.
Yes.
And
use the gift that the Creator has endowed you with. He was a spiritual man also.
Well, like you, like Mary Shuttleworth.
Yes.
And you know, it's amazing to be with you. And Mary was on the show actually a few weeks ago. And I had the same experience as I'm having with you. and that's that there's a rebirth of hope that I feel for humanity, because I see who is working for this. And, you know, your group that you represent is called what? Because I know you run some groups.
Future Foundation. I believe that I named it with women from Park Avenue, the Junior League. They cleared the name overnight for me, coming out of a convent. And I wanted to continue my work, working with children and youth. And I wanted to give full time for newness. Foundation mean a stone that you can never move, a rock you can never lift. And for the young people to use their skills and their ability and their way of development for themselves and others. And so that's the mark I want to need and make with young people, giving them the courage to go on,
To move in.
and to develop themselves
Yes.
as it meant to be for them. Find who you are and stay on the sacred path, as I tell them when I see them, and go on and do what you must do and you're destined to do.
Be true to yourself.
Be true
Be true to yourself.
to yourself and what you speak of.
Well, you know, my father was Reuben, who was a physician, a Cuban physician. And something that I gathered and garnered from him is he always left you to decide for yourself. He didn't tell you what to think,
Yes,
but he told you to go for it.
yes.
And always go for it, like what you're saying now. And, you know, the world is going through a lot of change right now. There's a lot of artificial intelligence, technology, but there's also a lot of conflict and warfare. What suggestion would you like to see be implemented in our communities, really globally, not just here in New York, but globally?
That we understand and we must speak out. War no more. Stop the wars of killing each other. That is your brother and your sister. Why are we killing our brother and our sister? What caused that karma in us to do so? Who are we that we should be engaged instead of development and to assist and serve each other? And I believe the young people are seeking and moving what I call the Underground Railroad. They are making a change in a big way. And as I see them, I say to them, stay on the sacred path and don't look back. It's you now. Make the changes because you are the future now and you're empowering the world. Go on now. Go on. And they just laugh at Queen Mother. All right, Queen Mother, we'll go on. Go on. Let me see what you can do.
Show me.
And you can.
That's right.
Show me.
That's right.
Yes.
That's true.
And go on with your lives as we leave the legacy for the young people, as we observe them. And if they need advice from us, intergenerational. Queen Mother is going on 84 years old. I am still traveling the world. And they call me like I'm one of their playmates, one of the schoolgirls in college. And I'm just fine with it. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. And interfaith is where I reign in the culture and the soul of the youth.
Uniting. Not
Yes.
separating, uniting.
Uniting.
Bringing the faith together to the realization of the miracle of life.
And intergenerational of inclusion of the family coming together.
That's right.
And relating to each other and sharing with each other. As I said, we must sit and eat a meal with each other.
Well, you know, before the show ends, we have about a minute left, and I'm really going to impose what I've heard your voice, And I don't know if you have a favorite short song that you love singing or that you think of, or but could I entice you to sing maybe something on We Are the World? Or
at the present moment, I'm fighting for my life, Sister Act, which that tells you that I talked about my life.
yes,
And my life seemed to be stolen on the main screen. So Queen Mother has not been able to sing because of that.
I see.
But I will speak it for you.
Sure, go ahead.
Getting to know you. Getting to know all about you. Getting to enjoy you. Getting to bless you and pray for you. Getting to enjoy you. Getting to be with you. Getting to know you.
Very beautiful. Thank you so much.
Blessings upon you. And thank you for having Queen Mother.
It's a pleasure.
To have joined you.
It's a total pleasure. And you know, when we look at our world and we look at what is wealth, and we've realized on this show what wealth is. Wealth is this example of humanity that I have next to me. Wealth is having young women who call her to play as if she was in her 20s.
Yes.
Wealth is having something of interest in life. Let's not have any more conflict. Let's not kill each other, as my friend Bomba says, over paper and metal. Let's stop killing each other over paper and metal, which is money. And let's help the humanity and the miracle of life. Queen Mother, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for having Queen Mother. Getting to know you. Getting to know all about you.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. For those of you watching, let's get to know each other.
Yes.
Let's do that.
Getting to know you.
There you go. I hope you enjoy this segment. We'll see you on the next episode of A Time for Truth show. Have a very good night.
Blessings and peace.
There you go.
This show was sponsored by A Time for Truth Foundation Incorporated as a community service.
Sometimes life can be so damn hard. You don't know where to go. Everything keeps falling apart. Yeah. You try to do your best, but only God knows that you've given everything you've got, but the world takes you down. You just keep moving on. Let your feet